Today, we're going to go through the Weller line. Special Reserve, Antique, 12-year.
But is it really the Weller line? Because there's more out there than just these three.
These are the only ones that matter. That you can, like, that you even have a chance of getting.
You're being rude.
Throwing shade on the Weller.
Because we have a guest, and you didn't introduce our guest.
Well, you cut me off as usual. We have with us Better Adam. Adam number 2.
He's number 2 for a reason, because I'm number 1. OG.
We're going with Better Adam from now on.
Our name still works, though. Whiskey Tots and Terror Tots. We have the 3 Tots. I'm Alden.
I'm Adam.
I'm Adam, too. It's Better Adam.
Alrighty. So today we're gonna go through it, give notes, compare, different level of expertise here. Let's dive right into it.
Have you had all the Wellers?
All of these?
Yeah, all these on the table.
Yep, I have.
I have.
I've had 0, so.
Oh, 0.
He's
Okay.
never had a Weller
so
product.
first perspective alongside us who have been.
So I want to hear
drinking
his
this.
notes first on every product.
Oh, God.
Yo.
Here we go.
The way that we're gonna do it is we'll do the nose, what sweetness you get, how much oak you get any fruit on it, like it's kind of how we break it down for Guess the Bourbon. And then we'll go into the taste and those same kind of notes, like see what translates, and yeah, compared to that.
Sounds good.
So for the first Weller, we're going to start off with the classic bottom shelf bourbon, Special Reserve.
Which I think is the best. Okay, so there's not that much heat. You are getting a pretty distinctive sweetness in there, but like it's not overpowering. I mean, you're past your, like, I do like the vanilla, but I think it's bordering almost more onto even caramel. It's a little more to it. Though, like, I get like a really nice pronounced like wheat smell.
Well, I mean, it is a wheated bourbon.
Yeah, no. I get that, but like the same way that like spice on rye, like the wheat is really coming through nicely, and it's just complementing everything. It's like a nice sweet wheat.
I do get the sweetness on that.
I just think it's very soft.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great word.
Like pungent.
I mean, this was made to be a mixer. Like this is, and that's. I wouldn't expect a lot from this.
I wouldn't say that's a bad thing. Some of the ones you smell.
No, not at all. But like it's.
yeah.
There's if you're gonna mix it, why would you put a lot of characteristics into it?
All right, let's go into the taste. What do you think on this?
It's kind of sweet.
Sweet finish.
A lot of sweet, yeah.
A little bit of a spice.
Closer to a rye almost than a bourbon.
Yeah. You get that rye spice on that.
Yeah. I get some caramel as well. Yeah. More than I got on the nose.
Again, it's very soft.
I would agree. It's very soft, very sweet.
Very soft.
Very sweet. Not a lot of heat to it either.
And I mean, if you think about like bitters or whatnot, like just like how that like smells and tastes by itself, like you can just tell that this will just pair well in a nice mixed drink. So again, like a perfect mixing bourbon, but I would make the case that it by itself is actually really nice because it is so just soft, smooth, a little sweeter. I also think it's a little more versatile. It's not like dependent on like you have to be in a certain feeling for it. I think you can just kind of drink it in any occasion.
It almost kind of reminds me of Buffalo Trace a little.
On to my favorite, because I'm biased with this, Antique 107.
Antique.
Okay, so on this, was it cherry that we got? A really nice bright cherry. The heat is a little bit higher on there, obviously higher proof, but like the Weller, just the Special Reserve kind of hit it a little more. It was very soft, and this one is like boom, a little more in your face.
I love it. Like cherry blossoms. Just let it linger. It's at the very end where you get all that flavor.
Really is, and this is like it's a great spring because like cherry blossoms are coming down.
That's pretty smooth for 107 proof.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's not.
And like the heat that you get on the nose does not translate through.
Yeah, I get less of the
taste.
rye spice that was in the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Just overall, so compared to the Reserve, you were saying a little, it's not as mild, a little harsher.
Not in a bad
getting
way though.
Not getting the rye spice on there. It's fruitier.
Yeah, definitely fruity. I get the cherry a little bit.
I love it.
That was very good.
That's my favorite. And on to the most overrated, in my opinion.
I'm gonna call my favorite because they had the other two as their favorites, so I gotta call this one my favorite.
You haven't even had it.
Exactly.
Weller 12-year. Poor man's
In a
Pappy.
larger wine glass, of course. to make it even more difficult to smell. Alright.
Look at that. I just get vanilla and oak.
Like I can take a nice deep breath and not even cinch a little bit. And I think the oak through there is the most pronounced. Do you get anything else on the?
I get mostly the oak, I believe, from what I can smell. This Olympic swimming size wine glass.
And the oak, it just feels like a very deep wood. I don't know if that's any way to.
Angry about
It's just not good. It's just
Black currant is the fruit that I would peg for this.
it's not.
Definitely a bit smoother than the 12, but not in like a good way necessarily. It's almost like it's like
What did you just say?
Then the antique.
smoother than the
Antique.
yeah, than the antique one, the middle one.
You think?
Do you know what's funny? I don't think.
I don't think it's smoother.
I meant in the 107, not the antique.
I think
The 107 is the antique.
Is it? You can cut that part out.
You mean the reserve? Because they're both the same proof.
I
doesn't know. We're keeping that in there.
Oh yeah, I don't know shit.
I think that this is very similar to the antique in the sense like the fruit profile on it. I think it's very fruity, like more like a raspberry, which like I get that if it is sitting in the barrel for longer, like the oak is gonna get. It's not a bright fruit, but I do think there's some really nice fruit undertones. What do you think of the three?
I definitely like the antique the best.
Yep.
The
Reserve.
reserve.
Second.
Reserve. That's second. Yeah, close second. It wasn't.
12 your third.
Yeah,
That's me.
It just didn't have a lot of like depth to it of flavor.
It's
It's
just
just
very.
maybe with a different bottle. Or,
No, I agree because I've had 12 year before and it's just a bad bottle. So.
And you're the same
Yeah.
on that?
Yep.
here comes the hot take from Alden.
You know it.
Special Reserve, 12, Antique. I think the Antique, because it's a higher proof, I like the smooth, the mellowness of the lower proof. So I could just take the Antique and just blend it with some water. But I would put it in those three.
Well, it's a good thing the two Adams know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
'cause
Adams
they-
and
yeah. Alden's just alone.
Well, I think that about wraps it up. You guys, anything else?
No, other than Adam, thanks for coming
Yeah,
on.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for having
so
me.
much.
Thanks for having me.
You gonna come back?
Probably not. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. All right. You actually thought you were? Did you actually think that you were banned from here?
Oh no.
Oh, okay, good.
He got salty over a mining computer.
I did because I got a great deal, and Mr. Tech over here.
Alienware. You sold it though, so it's fair.
I made $300 off that.
Ooh.
I think that about wraps it up, folks. This has been Wisconsin Terror Tots, Weller Lineup Edition, with our guest Adam. I'm Alden.
I'm Adam.
Item number 2.
Thank you guys. See you next time.